Good morning, my little weirdos. Yes, I've got. The hair looks all fuzzy. It's the weather. It's still socked in overcast. We get a stream of light and then it's quickly covered before it's even full. And my sinuses are killing me. My eyes, you can see that under there. And that's because I have sinus issues, and people that have certain types of shape or size of the sinus cavities, we can actually feel when barometric pressure changes, and that changes when you're in a storm or something. I mean, your ears pop and things like that, but you're not changing in altitude or anything. That's because your sinuses are responding. So, forgive what the appearance, I get it. And no, I didn't bother covering it up with makeup because the topic of this video is addressed to Republican voters who have regretting or started to regret and are kind of like lean over kind of to the left, but really don't want to vacate MAGA buddies type of thing. It's not like you can just easily go back because they know Trumpers are not. My chair's lower because last night my foot was hurting. But anyway, I know that doesn't make sense. You're leaning, but you also know, because you were a Trumper, you know that they will turn on you in a second and never let you back in. If you lean towards the left and then you change your mind again. I get that. If you've already decided that I probably need to start helping, it doesn't matter if it's against my party, congratulations. But I just want you guys to understand something. And I am not the only person who didn't vote for this. I mean, literally didn't vote for the Red Party. And you expect us to just be like, oh, thank you. This is how it's going down for a lot of us. I'm not speaking for all of the blue voters, but I've seen others also repeating this, and I've said this in some videos recently and in some graphics that are on the community if you want to see them. And that's not even a fraction of the ones that I create weekly, daily. We are glad that your critical thinking skills finally, woke up, and your brain cells started to be like, yo, this really does not feel right. Thank you. Congratulations. You're waking up. Waking up isn't horrible like woke, is it? But remember, don't expect us to just be like, oh, thank you, come give a hug. We need time. And if we're not super cordial to you, we include, but we're not super buddy with you, you should be expecting that. Because 8 years, y'all have been laughing and mocking us and diligently uniting against us when all along we knew you were doing it against yourself. And now, when the person that you have supported all this time has turned on you like a rabid dog, like we told you he would, and like you've seen for the last 8 years, how many people in his administration he just went through because they didn't kiss his little Cheeto butt. And yes, him. Yes, we're glad that your brain is finally rebooted and working order. But we're still mad at you. We're still disgusted that it took this long for a grown-ass adult to wake up. We're still a little sore from not only the mocking and, the trolling and the insults, but because you made it so hard, and that you are the ones that got us here. And now you're running to us saying, oh God, we really did F up. Sorry, how can we fix it? If that happened in like the real world, in any other situation other than the entire country involved, how readily would you just jump in and say, oh, okay, it's okay that you fucked me around with me for 8 years and destroyed, work and freedoms. It's okay, no harm done. There was a lot of harm done. There was a lot of harm done, and a lot of time wasted, and a lot of money wasted, and a lot of lives lost just by COVID alone because of him. And even the 4 years that he wasn't president, the time between his presidencies when Joe Biden was president, y'all still didn't let up. You carried the same shit, the same fucking baggage, which was baggage that wasn't even your baggage. You let him have you carry like a mule all his luggage all these years, all his shit, because he's just power, money, and revenge driven. So how could you possibly expect us? I mean, we're altruistic, so we don't turn away, much like your Jesus, and it's for even people that aren't Christians that are Democrats, progressive. And we exemplify what your Bible tells you more than your own fellow cultists. If you were abused and ignored for 8 years, and and a certain amount of people just tortured and tormented you because you were trying to get the facts and the truth out to people, and then almost a decade later, your bully comes to you and says, hey, I realize the error of my ways. Let's just be friends. Let's just move on, forgive and forget. Well, isn't that what the Republicans and him have done for 4 years, denying everything that they denounced the day after it happened? And you expect us to not only welcome you to help usher in the midterm blue wave? Would you just welcome somebody into your family that had spent nearly a decade trying to make you look like you're stupid when they were the stupid one? When you were the stupid one? what would you just open your arms and completely trust the person immediately? Methinks not. I dare say most of you would say, fuck you. I need some proof that you're on our side now for a change. I need some proof. I need some time to see this. I guarantee none of you would just mindlessly, with no forethought, no consideration, just let somebody in like that. So why do you expect it from us right away? How about maybe help organize and protest, or go to a protest against your party? How about that? That might prove that you're really joining the crowd and voicing publicly. That would do it. Doing something like this. But it's why a lot of you don't make that final step, even though you know that's where you want, in going against the Republicans, because one, you don't want to be a target because you know how you guys are, and two, you don't want to admit publicly to everybody that you were wrong, and you were wrong for a very, very long time. And not only were you wrong, but you unjustifiably did and said some really crappy things to a lot of people. Just because the progressives have tried to remain civil, my good colleague across the aisle thing, that's in the last year or so have, as well, in the last 2 years, really started to be like, we started kind of thinking, the leadership, we're like, I really am tired of this shit, because no matter how proper and courteous we're trying, that your leadership got more and more disrespectful to us. They changed shit even back 4 years ago about appointing judges. They have been bullies, and you have been a bully, and a bully that's not even correct. So you want to be fully accepted by Democrats, change your voter registration. Let's see that change. You can black things out, but go ahead and show us with your name. Do that. That would send a message, because that's kept, well, used to be kept track of. I'm sure people are keeping track of it on their own. Do something tangible. Do something public to speak out. Because as much as the Republican leaders are sitting by and allowing and encouraging it and condoning it, they're fucking you over too. And I don't understand why you don't understand that. You need to admit it, because other people that are with you don't know. It's like, oh my God, it's like escaping the bigamy cults. They have to be like this super squirrel secret agent maneuvers to get out without drama and trauma. The polygamy shit's a cult. It's a religious cult. Y'all are a political cult. No effing difference. You're still a cult. And you've spent so long calling us Trump derangement syndrome. And you just expect us to be like, oh yeah, you're the big asshole who's been so cruel. Sure, come have dinner with us. Ain't gonna happen. It's not that we're not accepting you back or over here. But you're gonna have to earn your trust and our trust, I mean. And you're gonna have to earn any respect that you get. And you're just gonna have to suck it up and deal with it. You've spent 8 years sucking up to him and anything he wants. I mean, you let him, in some states, the southern states, reduce the child labor laws. That their after-school job is they can go into a factory and climb under machinery that adults can't reach. And you still cheered for him. Look what he's doing to education. And you cheered for him when he said it in the campaigns. If somebody actively spoke against something for your child for 8 years, nearly a decade, how much love are you going to be able to extend to that person right away when they claim? Because with MAGA and Republicans, it's just all fucking talk. No action. So if you want to make us actually believe that you really are seeing the light, then you need to make tangible things, public things. Go change your voter registration. And then when you get it, post it. Block out, pertinent shit. But let's see your name and party affiliation. I want to see that. Prove it. Prove that you admit yet you regret this. And you want to try to help get this back. Well, the only way to try to help get back what they've already fucking ruined, you deleted databases, folks. That means to get it back, it has to be all started from scratch, even if every single one of them was evacuated, evicted. Even if a good Republican was immediately made president, it is not going to get fixed immediately. Already. So don't expect all giggles and love, rainbows and unicorns. Oh, are rainbows okay with you now then? You're doing a lot of talk. I want to see some fucking action. Some tangible, visible, public action that says you regret it. All I'm hearing from most of the voter regretters is, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't think that he would. But it had written in official documents online that he had that planned. You see where I'm going with that? So you can tell us all you want. Oh, let's do that. Let's organize a protest. How about you do that? Change your voter registration to your party affiliation to blue. March. Make videos or two appealing to your cult, your buddies. Prove it. Your country's on the line. They spent years saying, oh, it's not us, it's them that's trying to ruin the country. Is that still true? If it's not, and you're angry, and you regret your vote, do something publicly tangible to prove it. This only goes so far. Prove it. Peace out.